Hello, it's Dale here. Today I'm going to show you fusible webbing and scrunching and colour and adding things. Now this is fusible webbing. You probably all know it. You know it as Glycifix, Bondaweb, Wonder Under, depends which country you're in. But over in Australia we call it Glycifix. It's a layer of glue. And this one's a paper-backed one. And I do have a non-paperback one called Gossamer Fuse, but that's a lot finer. You can see this is reasonably coarse, and put that down on there so you can see. And it's usually used to bond one thing to another, but what you can do with it is to paint it. And if you paint it on the sticky side, and I'll show you that, I'll just show a little bit. A wee bit damp here today, and I'm going to spray it first with water, and it just helps the paints flow a bit. So I'll go and see what I've got here. I've got Dynaflow I'm using, but metallics are quite good too, but not for this method. But so we'll put down a little bit of far too much, of course. And so while I'm here, I might as well do this one as well, since I've managed to. So you can see you don't need a lot, because the water moves it around. And just to give it another bit of colour, we'll go with the yellow. Dynaflow's kind of almost like a silk paint in a way, because it's got a lot nice and runny. So bag on, and this will, and as when you paint it, you can start to see it shrivel up. If you look, you can see it on here. And because it's a bit damp here at the moment, it's going to take a while to dry. So we'll just put those off to the side. And this one's almost got too much paint on it here, so I could do something revolutionary. Put that one down and see what I pick up. There it is there. So you can see them. But it just will start to break up. And have a look at this one here. And it's still damp, but it starts to break up, so it makes interesting patterns. Now this one's dry. Okay. So put the paper away. And here we go. Here's one where I've used. It's on silk fabric, and this is a lovely big piece. And can you see the pattern and the wonderful patterns that you get on it? Now, if I iron that again like this, it'll activate the glue a little bit. So I could paint it with textile medium, or put a polyester sheer fabric over the top, so you can see what you've got, and it's great for stitching on. So that's that one there. I'll just leave it there so you can see. And here's a little one where I've mucked around with little bits of the very pale fusible webbing. And then on top of that, I put a little bit of foil. So I don't want heaps, so I'll put it like so. I'll get my glad bake, which is to protect the iron. And give it a bit of a whirl here and see what happens. The best plans with man and beast. I'm not going to, oh, there we go. Not working so well today. And this is using up all the old foils that are there, but can you see how it's picked up some of the foils? You don't want to cover the whole lot up, because you just want some bits that are there. So you've got the texture of the webbing and the foil and so on. Now what I've done to follow on with that, this is a piece. It's my signature piece that I made years ago for City and Guilds. So that's the pattern. It's all hand stitched and then machine stitched. And what I've done with it is to take a paper bag and print my image out. So you can see it there. And that's simply that image. And this is just a paper bag, a brown paper bag. Great for printing on. And then I've taken one, and I've scrunched it all up so it's like a nice soft piece of fabric now. And over the top, I'll take just a little bit of this because I just want to show the effect of it. And put this here and put that in the middle just so you can see what happens when you put it on and peel off the webbing, and it distorts it. It just gives another layer to it. It's a tiny bit damp because it's been very wet here today, but it'll just give you the idea to play with. Remember, this is brown paper bag, really good piece, something for working on. And I'll finish it off by just adding a bit of, where it's gone to, just onto there, just tiny little bits here. Just a little bit of foil on as well. And look how you've added to that fabric, it's little piece of, so it's changed somewhat from here, and now you've got a texture here that's all ready to stitch on. I could have done the whole lot or part of, but I'm just playing and showing you. The other thing I've done with it, that's my piece again that I showed you. I took a photo and put it into the computer and played with it. I don't do that very often, but look at the interesting pattern that I've got that I could then start to stitch into, because it's also on a paper bag, a white paper bag. So there, I hope that's giving you a little idea for playing with brown paper bags. See you again next time. Bye.